Hello and welcome back to the channel. It is Memorial Day weekend 2022 and we're here at the club. This weekend is a weekend that us as Americans remember those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice for this great nation, the last bastion of freedom on God's green earth. And I also want to say thank you to our active and former military members. We happen to have one active military member with us today, my niece Samantha. Welcome back to the club, Sammy. Would you like to tell us what branch you're in, your rank, and a little bit about your basic training? Did you go through basic in 2020?
Yes,
Okay.
August of 2020. So I'm in the Army Massachusetts National Guard, rank E4, and I went to basic training August of 2020.
So what type of training did you go through in basic, and what is your current duty now?
So during basic we did a lot of various training, obviously shooting, and a lot of like ruck marches, camping in the woods, fitness training, all kinds of interesting stuff. That stuff that I've never done before.
And today one of the rifles we're going to be shooting is the ar15. Can you tell us a little bit about what platform you trained on during basic?
So during basic training, everyone trains with the M4, which is it's just the basic.
Is that a 13.5-inch barrel?
It's a rifle, right?
Yeah, where you would have the M16, which would be a 20-inch barrel. I believe the M4 is a 13.5-inch barrel. I could be wrong. And what were your qualifications as far as with that rifle?
So the qualification, it did end up actually changing when I went to basic training. So we basically got to kind of almost try out the new Army qualification for weapons. So you have 4 10-round mags in which you start standing up for one of them. You take the first shot and then you go down to the prone supported.
Which you've told me is your favorite position to shoot from, prone.
Yeah, it's probably the most common the way that I've shot.
Okay.
And then you shoot, and then you go to the prone unsupported. You change out your mag, go to the next one, prone unsupported, and then once you're done with those 10, you go to the kneeling, which you change out your mag again.
Okay.
Do those, and then you go to the standing for the last 10. And yeah, your goal. I think in order to qualify, you have to get at least 23 out of 40, I believe.
And how many did you end up getting?
During basic, I don't remember the exact amount, but I ended up coming out as sharpshooter, in that area.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Congratulations. And have you had experience on a similar type platform, say the AR-15, before you enlisted? For the record, did I teach you how to shoot on the AR-15?
Yes. Yeah. I think was it the similar? Is that the weapon that I shot last time?
So the one I have is a 16-inch barrel
Yeah.
with the
So
telescoping.
So I think that one
stock.
was bigger, actually. Yeah.
So I think mine is a little bit longer than the one that you qualified with.
Yeah.
If you qualified with the M4, I believe the M4 is a little shorter barrel than what mine is. Now, did you use iron sights or were you using optics?
So we had a time where we had to qualify with both iron sights and optics.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So
Iron
weird
sights.
sitting next to you as a fully grown woman now, because I remember when you were like this little during Patriots games, whenever there was a touchdown, you would run across the floor with your arms up like this. And I don't know if you know this or not, but I actually saved your life when you were a little baby. I was at your parents' first condo that they bought. It was this little basement condo. And we were just sitting around on the couch, and I think your dad looked the other way, and you started to fall off the couch, and I dove across the room and caught you before you hit the ground. So you're welcome.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that, actually. No, I didn't know that.
So are you excited to do some shooting today?
Yeah, I am. I think I've become, because we actually don't get to shoot that much since I'm National Guard. We only really shoot when we have to do, our qualification.
Yeah.
But, lately when we've been going to shoot, I've been, kind of enjoying it more. So, I do want to, work on.
Awesome. Well, I brought
Technique and stuff.
eight mags for the AR today, 4 mags for the AK, and a bunch of pistol rounds. So Without any further ado, let's get to the shooting portion of this weekend. And thank you again for all that are serving, have served in the past, and all that have made the ultimate sacrifice for this great nation. All right, let's get to shooting. Well, thanks again, Sammy, for your service. You ready to have some fun?
Yes.
All right. Here's a little sneak peek of what we're shooting today. We should have a blast, literally. And then maybe at the end we'll have a little friendly competition between your Uncle Mark and yourself. Try not to embarrass me, huh? Alright, here is a look at our targets of opportunity today.
This one's like more, it's different.
That one is
Usually I have to pull the trigger like all the way down.
I should have told you that's a 1.5 pound trigger.
Yeah, it's
Single stage. It's an upgrade to the AR, for sure. You could be a lot more accurate with a trigger like that.
Yeah, because they usually they teach us to slowly squeeze the trigger, because
Yeah.
So that's what I was doing, and then it just
Yeah, typical AR trigger is about 7 pounds at least. That one's a 1.5 pounds. Now, is that something they train you in basic to do, to grab it by the magazine? Because that was the old style in the military, or technique, I should say.
Yeah, sometimes it depends. Sometimes I do it, if I'm lying down, I do it like this.
Okay.
Put my hand over.
Okay.
But I think just because of the way
So from that position, it's just more comfortable to grip it that way? I was just wondering if they trained you that, because that's the way they used to train.
I mean, there's not really a specific way. It's whatever you're comfortable with.
Okay.
But
that makes sense.
Yeah.
How do you like that optic?
I really like it.
It's nice, right?
Yeah.
You'll see later in the day when we go out to distance that how easy it is to hit with that at 200 plus yards, even at 400. And now we're going to try the rifle of the enemy. All right, so during your basic, you were telling me that you did not qualify with pistol. You guys didn't do any shooting with pistols whatsoever?
No.
Okay, so this is
only use the ARs. That's it.
Okay, so I know a few years ago when you were up here, you did shoot some pistols, but I don't remember exactly what you shot.
Yeah.
So essentially, this is one of your first times ever shooting a pistol. Okay.
Yes.
Now get ready to absorb that recoil with your arms through your shoulders. There you go, you're right in the center. Now the trick is to not anticipate the recoil from this point on and keep your shots around the same area. Because a lot of people will anticipate the recoil and dip before they pull the trigger. Like when they go to pull the trigger, they anticipate the recoil and go like that, and you'll miss low to the left. So now that you felt the recoil, just be conscious of it and don't move the gun.
Alright.
Smooth trigger pull all the way through. I mean, you do really well with the rifle, so I think you understand recoil at this point.
Wait, so what exactly do you mean by the dip again?
So, most people when they feel recoil, what they do is their next shots after they know what recoil feels like, as they're pulling the trigger, they dip the gun down, anticipating the recoil. And so you want to really keep the gun as still as possible throughout that trigger pull, and try to overcome your instincts, because it's not natural to fire a gun. Your eyes, everything, it's not natural for. And so you're going to want to compensate for that recoil, because it's an explosion going off in your hands. And so it's your job to try to overcome that instinct to dip down and anticipate that recoil. So you want to hold as still as possible through the trigger pull.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a good dip going there. You're going underneath the target.
I'm not even hitting the paper. I don't
No. So it's tough because it's not natural. It's not a natural thing for an explosion to be going off in your hand. So you really have to mentally overcome that and not try your hardest not to anticipate that shot and hold the gun as still as possible. You. Nice. That's perfect right there. Hey-o. Now you're just showing off.
I'm trying to keep it in the same place.
Yeah, it's a nice group you got going.
I'm gonna try to hit the one all the way in the back.
Oh, really? All right. Let's see what you got.
I'm assuming it'll make, when you hit it, I'm assuming it makes a noise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll hit it with the 22. You can keep shooting.
Okay.
You hear it?
Yeah.
So what do you think of that little pistol?
It is a little harder.
Oh yeah. It's a little pocket pistol.
It's harder to keep still too.
Yeah. They say you should have the pad of your finger on the trigger, but I don't preach that. It's whatever you're comfortable with, really. See, that was pretty good. I let you pull the trigger on an empty gun even though you didn't know it was empty to see if you were dipping that much, and you weren't, which is good.
Much easier.
Yeah, now that you don't have to deal with that recoil, you can place all your shots on top of each other right in the center. Nice. All right, let's see how Samantha does at 200 yards. Good hit. A little high. Good hit. That steel doesn't ring as nice as my steel does.
Yeah.
Are you getting it? See it swinging? Good hit. Got it. Yeah, it's not ringing as nearly as good as mine.
Yeah,
does.
I can see it though moving.
Yeah. That's right, dead center. All right, we're going to try to ring some steel here at 400 yards. You're off the bottom left of the plate. You hit the very, very bottom of the plate, so hold a little bit higher. You got it. You're on steel 400 yards with your second and third shot. Good hit, center mass. Good hit. Ooh, those are right on top of each other. Good shooting. You're starting to drift your shots to the right side of the plate. That's right on the right edge. Dead center of the plate as far as elevation. That's right in the center of the plate. See how long it takes for the sound to get back to you?
Yeah.
So your shots were dead center as far as height on the plate, on the last hold that you were holding. So hold that same amount above that circle plate. Got it. Dead center. Just below. Just below. Good hit. Dead center. Good hit. Good hit, and that's only an 8-inch plate you're shooting at. 8-inch circle plate. At 400 yards, nice shooting. You couldn't be any more in the center with that shot. That's direct center of the plate. Yeah.
I'm kind of just like guessing with the sight picture too.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Kentucky windage.
Alright, it's out.
You hear that crack? That's when the round goes supersonic. All right, let your old uncle take some shots.
Yeah, you can do that one.
Quit hogging the gun.
I'm pooped. You can do that. You can do the rest of them.
All right, so thank you, Samantha, for coming out and taking it easy on your old uncle, sharpshooter. She qualifies as sharpshooter. Can you believe it?
Sharpshooter?
So, what's planned for the rest of the summer?
Well, I'm going on vacation July to Dominican Republic.
Oh, awesome.
I'm really excited for that because I've never been out of the country.
Awesome. I've been out of the country many times.
Yeah.
I do recommend it. It's fun to travel and see new things. The first thing I always noticed when I went to a new place was the smell. Every place has a different smell. Well, anyways, thank you again for your service, and have a great rest of the weekend.
Well, I don't know what to say. Peace.
All right, so that was a great range day today with my niece Samantha. Thank you again, Sammy, for coming out and hanging out with your Uncle Mark. By the way, you are crushing life. Crushing it. I want to thank you for your service. Thank all those who have served, who are currently serving, and for those who made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation. Thank you. Until next time, this is the Gun-Toting Pacifist. Stay active, stay alert, and stay armed.